Good morning, friends. It's 7:50 on Friday, August 9th. We're trying this whole 24 hours of reading thing. I'm not doing it straight. I have 4 kids. I don't feel like that's feasible for me. So I'm going to set a timer on my phone and we're going to see how long it takes me to read 24 hours. It's probably going to be a few days. This is going to be an interesting challenge. Figured I'd start it on a Friday when we're finishing up school, so I'd have a good 2 days on Saturday and Sunday. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're starting off with Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I have loved just everything else that Ali Hazelwood has written, so I'm hoping I like this one. Yesterday, I didn't get as much reading done as I thought I would, but at the same time, we had school and we ran and visited some family we hadn't seen in 2 weeks, and it turned out to be a busier day than I thought it was going to be. As you can see, at this point, I have 20 hours left. I've read about 4 hours in the last day and a half. I'm hoping to get a few more hours in tonight before I go to bed. Should be a quiet evening, so that's where we're at. Let's talk about this book. I don't know how I'm feeling about this book, to be honest. I love all of Ali Hazelwood's stuff. All of her stuff has been great. This one just seems to be having a lot of 30 in it. So I don't know. I honestly don't know if I'm going to continue it because it's quite a bit. If it continues how it's going, we're probably going to have to end up DNFing it just because there's so much I'm having to skip. But that's what we are reading at the moment. Good morning, my friends. Just wanted to record a quick little update. We are now Monday morning. I didn't do as well as I'd like this weekend, but we had quite a bit of things going on, so it is what it is. I did still read quite a bit. I have 15 hours, 32 minutes left. So we're just going to continue it out through the week and see how it goes. We start back school. We have school again today and hopefully workouts and things like that. So it probably will take me a few more days to get through these last 15 hours. It might take me the whole daggum week. I don't know. But I'm not used to timing myself when I'm reading either. Usually I just pick up a book and go. So having to make sure the timer's on is different. We are not reading Ali Hazelwood's Not in Love anymore. There was just too much going on in that. And I DNF'd it. I'm disappointed with it, but whatever. So we got The Love of My Afterlife from my library a few days ago, and I picked that up, and we are 195 pages in, which is chapter 26. I'm reading chapter 26. I'm really liking it. Your girl, Delphine, I guess you say her name is, Delphine, she dies choking on a frozen hamburger. And she goes into the afterlife and she meets Jonah in the waiting room. And they hit it off right away. Sparks are flying. And then all of a sudden, oh no, Jonah wasn't supposed to be here. And they send him back down to earth because it was an accident. Well, she's freaking out because she wants to be with Jonah. The lady in charge of the afterlife was like, well, I can give you 10 days, and if you can find him, and if he kisses you, then you can stay on Earth and not be dead. So she goes back to Earth and she's trying everything to find him. She's trying running clubs and art classes and all these things that she thinks that he had signed up for or whatever, like found on the internet. And she just keeps not finding him. Meanwhile, her neighbor in her apartment buildings named Cooper, things keep happening where they keep getting thrown together, and that seems like something's going on with that. So it's been interesting. It's different. It's cute, and I'm enjoying it. So we'll continue with that. I think we have about 160 or 170 pages left to it, so don't know if we'll get done with it today. It would be nice if we would, but I don't know if that's going to happen, so we'll see. Hi friends, we are updating today on our vlog. We're a little bit past halfway done. Haven't read a whole lot today yet, but the day is still early. We just finished school and all that stuff, so we'll be reading more later. I did finish Love of My Afterlife yesterday, which was wonderful. I really enjoyed this. Why can I not talk right now? And we started Sacred Conflict, the very tiny little book from Eric Willis. He came to our church and gave a little message or whatever, and it's only 87 pages long. I needed a nonfic for my TBR this month. That was the prompt my daughter picked, and the original nonfic that we picked turned out to be a daily devotional, so I could not read that. So we picked up this one. So it should be quick. Probably finish it later today because I'm already well over halfway through that. And we also started That Summer. And it's sad so far, to be honest. I'm only about 40 pages in, and it's kind of sad right now. So hopefully it picks up a little bit and gets better. But chances are it won't take me too long to finish these two, and we'll be moving on to something else. Today we are not doing much. It's taken me 4 days to get halfway through this video. So I definitely need to spend more time reading, getting some of these hours down. But tomorrow, I'm not going to have much time at home. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we can get some reading done tomorrow. All right. Here's a little catch up. This whole 24 hours of reading thing is going a lot slower than I thought it was. We still got 9.5 hours left. Yesterday, I just was not in a reading mood at all. Yesterday was sucky as far as reading goes. But on the upside, I did finish Sacred Conflict. It's really short, like I said, very short. And it was a pretty good read. Non-fictions are not as easy as fiction for me, but it was pretty good. I learned some things. So I guess that's the point, right? We are still reading That Summer. I think we're about halfway through. Where are we at? We just started the chapter. We're on chapter 7. And there's 13 chapters in it, so about halfway through, I would assume. Yo, this book is sad. Like, why is this girl's life so sad? I'm really hoping it gets better because right now I'm like, this has to get better because it's kind of depressing. I'm really hoping it gets better, but like we're halfway through. I don't know if we'll finish it today. Today is a busy day. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I have done school. I have made dinner, ran my daughter to the orthodontist, and just got back home. I will be going to bring some food to my grandparents in a bit for dinner, and then we have church tonight. So I really don't know how much reading I'm going to get done, which sucks because yesterday was the second day of reading. Today is kind of the same thing. So not much to update, I guess. After I finish that summer, I would like to get into The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I think that's what it's called. But we'll see. 9.5 hours left. It's going to take me a daggum week to finish this. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, I'm a homeschool mom of 4. I guess that's what happens. Anyway, that's my update for today. We are Friday today. And apparently I read a lot slower than I thought I did. Or I just don't take as much time in a day, I guess. I don't take as much time in a day as I thought I did to read. Not necessarily that it's a bad thing, I guess. But we're Friday today. I started this little challenge last Friday. And in order for me to complete it, I have to read 4.5 hours today. Which is not impossible, but it would be like a feat. We don't have a whole lot going on today, though. I do have school with the kids today. But at the moment, I am with my husband. He ran in to give blood work. He's type 1 diabetic, and he's giving blood work right now. And then we have to run one more errand before we go home and do school. So that's pretty much all we have to do today. I finished That Summer, I think was the last thing I was reading. It turned out decent. It wasn't the best book, though. Like, it was not the best book I've ever read. And I don't know how I felt about it. Like, majority of the book, I was, like, depressed. It was depressing. So, I don't know. We'll give her one more shot, because I have 3 other books that she wrote. And, see if we like it. But we'll see. So after I finished that, I picked up The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I had this book sitting on my shelf for a long time. Like, a long time. And my daughter just decided to, when we did August TBR, she picked a prompt with an animal on the cover, and this one had a snake. When I went to read this, I pulled the dust jacket off. I pulled the dust jacket off like I do every time I read a hardcover, because I cannot stand reading a hardcover with the dust jacket on. Tell me why the inside of the book, like, it looks so much better than the dust jacket does. I absolutely love this cover. Why did I not know this? Why did I not know that this book was so much prettier without the dust jacket on? Anyway, we are just about to start chapter 6, about 50 pages into it. I read about 50 pages yesterday, and I'm liking it so far. She's gearing up for a competition, so we'll see how that goes. We're in the 24-hour mark right now. It's been a long, long 24 hours of reading. I did not think it would take me this long at all. I really did not. But it is what it is. Life happens. I've got 4 kids. I homeschool. We have a lot of things going on. But we made it. We started last Friday, and it's a Saturday now. So it's been a little over a week. But that being said, we read half of Not in Love, and I DNF'd because there was way too much inappropriate content. Not just like a little bit that you could skip over. So we DNF'd that. We picked up The Love of My Afterlife, which I loved. It was great. I loved it and would recommend this to just about anybody. Loved it. We got through Sacred Conflict, which is a nonfiction pick. It was really short, so it was pretty easy to get through. And learned some things about how to handle conflict in a godly way. So that was good. We read That Summer. And this one was kind of sad for like 90% of the book. It wrapped up okay, but even still with the way it wrapped up, it was a sad book. Like, I had a hard time getting through it just because it was a sad book. And then we started The Serpent and the Wings of Night, which, y'all, this cover is so much better than the Dust Jacket. I love this one. And we are on chapter 23. We just started the part 4, Half Moon, and we're on chapter 23, which is, I think, a little less than halfway, 178 pages in. And that's going well so far. I'm enjoying that competition and her saving people and things like that. So far so good, but that is my 24 hours. That is what I accomplished. We read 3 whole books. We read half of this one and about half of this one. So we'll just say 4-ish books. So we'll see. Maybe if I ever do this again, it won't take me as long. I don't know. We'll see. It's been a rough week. Talk to you next time, guys. Remember that God loves you and I love you, and you are important.